what is Python inheritance. But are you curious to learn about C++ inheritance? Great! So today we are gonna do that. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Saiasmi Gupta and I'm 10 years old. I'm the co-founder at tennisgurukits.com. So today we are gonna do C++ inheritance. So without any delay, let's get started. Damn! Okay, so I'm minimizing the screen. Okay, so I'll keep you guys here. And now I'll go to Google Chrome. And yeah, C++ inheritance. So if you don't know what is C++ inheritance, what is inheritance? So basically, inheritance is that, how should I tell you? Like, inheritance is that you remember parent Python inheritance, right? So basically there's a class and there's a base class, right? So that's a base class, you can even call it a parent class. So and there's a child class, and you inherit everything of the parent class into the child class. So basically you get everything, every attribute and method, everything which is in the public or protected of your classes, of your class, the parent class in the child class. But you don't get private, because you can't access it anywhere outside. You can just access it and use it just inside the function you make, right? Okay, so yeah, so there are two categories. One is the derived class, which is also known as the child class, and what it does is the class that inherits from another class. And there is a base class. I've told you, the parent class, the class being inherited from. Okay, so if you're gonna use inheritance, so you will have to give this colon, this double dot is known as this colon. So you will have to give the colon if you want to do inherit the class. Okay, now, so here is one example. So we have made a vehicle class, which is apparently a base class of a parent class, in which our access specifier is public, and we are making an attribute called brand and giving it the value as Ford, and we are making a method honk, and we are giving it toot toot. Okay, now this is the derived class or our child class. So our class, we are gonna do class car, and now we want to inherit from our vehicle class. So we have given our class, right, the child class name. Then you'll give a colon, as you can see, and then you will give the access specifier as public, and then vehicle, right? So it's you give public vehicles, as you have seen, you have given public here, so you have to give public over here also. You can even give protected or private, whatever you want. Okay, now you have got this brand also and our honk method also from the vehicle class. Now we are making a attribute of our car class model and giving it the value as master. Okay, now we are creating an object of our car class, our child class, which is my car. Okay, then you're doing my car dot honk. So it's gonna go to our my car dot honk. So basically in this car class, we have got this honk method. So when it runs, so it gets toot toot, right? So as you can see, toot toot. Then we are printing my car dot brand. So brand's value is Ford, and we have got this value this attribute in our car class. So we get our for, and then we give a space, and then we do my car dot model. uh, so we the model we have, like, this attribute we have made in the car class, so that's Mustang. So after Ford we are getting Mustang. Okay, so why do we need to use inheritance? So if I told you earlier, it's better if you don't like keep on repeating your code again and again. So using inheritance, you can so our code doesn't gets repeated again and again. So yeah, this is why we should use inheritance. So like you don't need to like keep on repeating the thing you have done, right? So yeah, this is a great that what do you say advantage of inheritance. Now C++ multi-level inheritance. So it's not only that you can make one this parent class and one child class. No, you can give as many classes as you want. So it's basically multi-level inheritance is basically there is a parent class, okay? Then you make a child class, and then you make a grandchild class. As like, I don't know how to tell you about multi-level inheritance. It's just like you can give more and more classes. So let's see an example so that you really understand. So here we have made a parent class, my class, and we are doing made a function, my function, and we have done some content in the parent class. Okay, now we are doing class my child, public my class. So we have inherited, we have not given anything, but like it this our function has this method is inside our child class. So yeah, there is something in our my child class. Okay, now we are making a grandchild class. So you're doing class my grandchild class, and you're doing public my child. So from here you're gonna get our my what is in our my child class. So in the my child class we had that had inherited from our parent class, and my child class had got our my function from the parent class. And now when we do my grandchild class and we do public my child, so basically we have inherited the my child class also, and we have got the my child class, whatever it was, what was in it, that was our function. So our grandchild class also has the my function now. Okay, now you do my grandchild, this my grandchild class, my object. Okay, then you do my object dot my function. So this my function was in this grandchild class as we had inherited. So yeah, so now we are, so this function had some content in parent class. So as you can see on the screen, we are getting some content on the parent in the parent class. So I hope you understood multi-level inheritance. Okay, so let's move on. 1 second, guys. Okay, so multiple inheritance. A class can also be derived from more than one base class using a comma separated list. Okay, so basically from multiple inheritance, what is you're doing is that basically you have made two parent classes, right? And then you can get, and you're making just one child class, and in that one child class you get both the parent classes attributes and method what are in there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's see this, but just give me a second, there's a lot of noise coming from outside, so I'm gonna say them to be quiet. I'm just coming, guys. Okay, okay, so I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry, actually, there was noise, so I said them to be quiet. Right, so let's see an example of multiple inheritance. Okay, so we have made one base class, my class, and we are doing inside that we have made a function, some content in the parent class. Okay, now we have made another base class, and you're doing making a function inside that class, my other function, and you're doing giving some content in another class. Okay, now you're doing class my child class. Okay, now you want both the functions of the my class also and the my other class also. So what you can do is basically you can do public my class. Okay, public my class, then you can just give a comma and do public my other class. So from this we get all the attributes and the methods of this class, my class also, and our other base class, my other class also. Right, now we are making a object of a my child class. Now you're doing my object dot my function. So my function has been is in my child class, so it's gonna print some content in parent class. Okay, now we are doing my object on my other function. So we had also got the method of my other class. In that we have got the function in our my child class, and it's gonna print some content in another class. So as you can see, some content in another class. Okay, let's move on to access specifiers. Okay, so we all know about public and private, right? From public, like you can access the attributes and methods like from anywhere, from outside, from inside the class, and anywhere. And from private, you can just access the attributes and methods like inside the class and nowhere else. Now, if you remember, we had another specifier protected, which was similar to private, and it can be the attributes and the methods can be accessed inside the class which is it made and in the inherited class. So let's see an example. Okay, so you are doing class employee and you have given protected in salary. So you're doing class programmer public employee. So you're making an inherited class. So from here, the protected this in salary, this attribute is gonna go because protected. From protected, we can also get the attributes and method inside the inherited class. Okay, so we are doing public employee, so we have given public. So we have got this in salary, our salary attribute. Now we are making a bonus attribute in our class programmer, and method we are doing that void set salary. Do you remember set salary, my friends? Remember in the encapsulation video, we had done the set salary and the get salary methods, right? Remember? So from the set salary, you're doing int s and you're doing salary is equals to s. So we now when we'll change the value downstairs. So what will we do if we don't get the output, right? The answer. So we are gonna make the get salary method also, and we are doing return salary, right? Very easy enough. Now let's see. We are making an object of our programmer class, which is the child class. Then you're doing my object dot set salary 5,000. So our int s our parameter gets the value as 5,000. Now salary is equals to S. So basically salary gets the value as 5,000. Now from get salary, we are returning the salary. So now we are returning the salary, right? So right now it has just given our S the value, right? Now we are doing my object dot bonus 1500. So we are giving the value of bonus attribute as 1500. Now in the get salary, we are done return salary. So this return salary, the value it gets to the cout, right? So it's gonna print salary. It's gonna print this whole, and then my object dot get salary, the value of the salary, which is 5,000. So we are getting salary 5,000. Then we are printing bonus, and then my object dot bonus, so we are given the value as 1500. Not sorry, this this is 50,000 and this is one and this is 1500, I mean 15,000. So bonus is equal to my object dot bonus, so we get 15,000. So yeah, this was pretty easy, and yeah, we have now understood our protected access specifier. So yes guys, we are done and we have learned C++ inheritance. Thank you so much for watching my video and have a great day ahead. Thank you so much and bye guys. Damn 3!